We've heard of Bernard Madoff, Gregor McGregor, Suzanne Mildred Hill, perpetrator of the Lonely Hearts scam, and a host of other scammers that will leave you with your jaws open. But it turns out there might be room for one more. He is one of the biggest Instagram scammers of our generation who has scammed a total of almost 2 million people from all parts of the world, taking billions out of their pockets. The bad thing is, if he hadn't flaunted his incredible wealth so openly on his Instagram channel with over 2 million followers, he'd probably still be at large today. But before we dive into the video, leave us a like below the video and subscribe to our channel for more incredible topics like this. Thanks so much. Raymond Alo Runwa Abbas, commonly known as Hush Puppy, Hush, or Ray Hush Puppy, is a Nigerian Instagram celebrity who is facing criminal charges in the United States for conspiracy to launder money obtained from business email compromise frauds and other scams, including schemes that defrauded a U.S. law firm of about $1 million, illegally transferred $14.7 million from a foreign financial institution, and a scheme that was targeted to steal $124 million from an English Premier League football club. Hush Puppy had a global following of over 2.5 million followers on Instagram, where he posted pictures and videos of his lavish spending on exotic cars, watches, designer clothes, and bags from luxury brands like Gucci, Fendi, and Louis Vuitton. He also posted pictures of himself boarding helicopters with celebrities of every kind, footballers and Nigerian politicians, all while on charter jets. He tooled around the world in a Ferrari and a Maybach, ordered crates of champagne at nightclubs, and sported $150,000 diamond-festooned wristwatches. He claimed his luggage traveled in its own Rolls-Royce, and from the way he spends his money, it may be true. Some say Hush Puppy spends more than Bill Gates, as his Instagram page was a constant bully to the normal man. His posts on Instagram go back to 2012 and grew more ostentatious over time. They also take on the tinge of nastiness. A photo showing the interior of his Rolls-Royce is captioned, "This post is just to hurt my enemies." A gorgeously arranged plate of Nouvelle cuisine puts out the message, "Hope y'all ate today." He made no secret of his opulent lifestyle and remarkable wealth. On Snapchat, he called himself the Billionaire Gucci Master. Started out my day having sushi down at Nobu in Monte Carlo, Monaco. Then decided to book a helicopter to have facials at the Christian Dior spa in Paris. Then ended my day having champagne and Gucci, he posted on Instagram. Photos of him displaying multiple models of Bentley, Ferrari, Mercedes, and Rolls-Royce cars included the hashtag #AllMine. When asked about his occupation, he claimed he was a real estate developer. Crazy thing was, his followers ate his lies up like a slice of pie, with comments such as "Boss Man Hush" and "Literally my motivation." Unlike a lot of online braggarts who might rent a luxury car to pose in front of, Hush Puppy's spoils were apparently legit. A representative at the private jet charter company JetX confirmed that he flew with them. An employee in the Lux Dubai Mall told the Post he was in here every day. He paid rent of $10,000 every month in the place he stayed. So where did the money come from? Hush Puppy grew up poor in a bustling Lagos, Nigeria, with a cab driver father and a mother who sold bread by the side of the road. Hush Puppy himself washed cars and was a small-time tailor before falling into the seedy underworld. That's where he reportedly learned about Yahoo Yahoo, named after the company that was once the sole web provider in Nigeria. It is an alias used for a number of internet frauds. Hush Puppy allegedly had a knack for Yahoo Yahoo, and he became a rising star. Then he went to South Africa and met people who showed him how to do it at a higher level. After his first big score, he bought a Rolex and posted pictures of it online. Over a matter of years, he moved on to Malaysia and the UAE, allegedly growing his scam along the way, as well as his status quo in the underworld. He was called the ringleader, and he had a broad network. The most common format of duping people involved pretending to be an American soldier stranded in Africa. Femi Awolabi, a journalist at the Cable, told the Post. They would send emails requesting money for help to people in America. They also had complex scheme. For instance, he and others committed a BEC scheme that defrauded a client of a New York-based law firm out of approximately $922,857 in October of 2019. They allegedly tricked one of the law firm's paralegals into wiring money intended for the client's real estate refinancing to a bank account that was controlled by Hushpuppi and the co-conspirators. They also laundered funds intended to be stolen through fraudulent wire transfers from a foreign financial institution, in which fraudulent wire transfers totaling approximately $14.7 million were sent to bank accounts around the world in February 2019. According to Forbes, the date of the attack and amount mentioned matched that of the attack on Malta's Bank of Valletta in February 2019. On February 2019, $14.7 million was transferred out of the bank through false international transactions to accounts in the United States, the United Kingdom, Czech Republic, and Hong Kong. The attack was of such seriousness in Malta that then Prime Minister Joseph Muscat was forced to address Parliament. Multiple sources in Malta, including the Times of Malta and Malta Today, also supported Forbes' claims that Hushpuppi could have been behind the attack. We've seen it in movies. When criminals steal or do a big score, they go silent for a period of time so as not to get unwanted attention. Sounds smart, but we think Hushpuppi didn't watch that movie, as he kept spending lavishly and doing it all for the gram, constantly posting pictures of his lifestyle, which ended up catching the attention of the FBI and Interpol. Hushpuppi was being watched by the FBI and Interpol, and being a show-off is what brought him down. On October 12, 2018, he posted a picture of his birthday cake, topped with a figurine of him alongside 7 Fendi shopping bags. That helped investigators confirm his date of birth and tracked him to a visa application. Snapchat, Instagram, and Apple also helped in providing records for the investigation that helped the FBI to make connections between chat histories, phone contacts, and email addresses, which allowed investigators to confirm Hushpuppi correspondences and his Dubai residence at the Palazzo Versace. It didn't take long for the police to step in. His apartment at the Palazzo Versace was raided in an operation codenamed Fox Hunt 2, and he was arrested alongside 11 others in 6 simultaneous raids. Detectives seized more than 150 million dirham, about $40 million in cash, 13 luxury cars worth 25 million dirham, $7 million, 21 laptops, 47 smartphones, 50 memory storage devices, 5 external hard drives, and 800,000 emails of potential victims, alongside suitcases full of cash. The arrest was part of an FBI investigation that indicted Hushpuppi of being a key player in a transnational cybercrime network that provided safe havens for stolen money around the world. They stand accused of running scams that netted to about $456 million. According to the Secret Service agent, criminals usually target businesses that regularly perform wire transfer payments. The scams begin when an employee of the business has an email discussion with a client. It gets intercepted through social engineering or hacking, or via codes purchased on the dark web. And then there is a request from the crooks posing as the client for a transfer of funds. Intercepted texts show Hushpuppi giving orders and receiving progress reports. On the alleged laundering of $14.7 million, possibly stolen from a bank in Malta, Hushpuppi appeared to oversee the juggling of bank accounts. According to the FBI affidavit, other communications between Hushpuppi and one of his co-conspirators indicated that the two had conspired to launder tens and at times hundreds of millions of dollars that were proceeds of other fraudulent schemes and computer intrusions, including a fraudulent scheme to steal £100 million, $124 million, from an English Premier League football club. The Dubai police revealed that upon the arrest of Hush Puppy and 11 other members of his crew, it discovered that fraud amounting to 1.6 million dirham, $435 million, had been committed by the gang, and no fewer than 1,926,400 people from different parts of the world were also said to have fallen victims to the suspects. Hush Puppy still remains one of the biggest Instagram scammer of all time. He was detained in Chicago before being transferred to Los Angeles. If convicted of conspiracy to engage in money laundering, his crime, Hush Puppy, or Abbas, his legal name, would face a statutory maximum sentence of 20 years in federal prison. For the crimes committed by this fellow and the amount of people affected, we feel a life sentence sounds about right. That is all we have for you today. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like on this video if your jaw dropped at least once, and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Also, please feel free to comment on your experience, if you've ever been scammed before, or if you have ideas and knowledge on how to prevent one from being a potential victim of fraud. Please do share in the comments section. You never know who your comment might save or help. Till next time.